We get rid of the softies. This is what someone from within the New York Knicks organization said after trading away Barrett and Immanuel Quickley. Talk about a kick on the way out. RJ and IQ were moved on in an attempt to create a roster consisting almost completely of hard-nosed defenders. Knicks head coach Tom Thibodeau wants a physical basketball team that plays an almost bully ball style, something he obviously considered the likes of Barrett and Quickley incapable of. The New York Knicks are going for it all this year. Led by the likes of Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle, they sit top 5 in the East so far and look to improve on their winning record. But whilst their standing looks competent, their recent results were anything but smooth sailing. New York limped to the finish line to close 2023, accumulating a 6-8 record in the year's final month. Their offense wasn't the problem. The Knicks averaged 121.6 points on 49.4% field goal shooting, which was good enough for 6th in the NBA. The issue lied in the team's defense. They finished dead last in defensive rating in December with a rating of 123.6, behind the Charlotte Hornets, who were 29th at 123.1. This has a lot to do with the loss of Mitchell Robinson, whose defensive presence shapes the Knicks' identity. After he went down, the team gave up 123.8 points per game in the final 11 games of the year, relying on their hot offensive streaks to salvage wins. The need for an improvement on defense was at an all-time high, leading to the massive deal to land OG Anunoby from Toronto. Since the OG trade, opposing teams have only been able to make 35.8 field goals per game, and as a team are only allowing 97.4 points to start the new year. The Knicks got better, that's for sure, but what did they give up? Well, only 2 very exciting young prospects. The Knicks low-key gave up 2 of their best future offensive weapons to get the deal done. And wow, they've been off to a hot start in Toronto. RJ Barrett has seen his role increase dramatically for the Raptors. Seemingly a weight has lifted off his shoulders, as the young man just enjoys being back in his hometown. The Canada native even exploded for 37 points to lead his new team past the Warriors, showing a glimpse of what the future could be for fans of the North. Coming out of high school, RJ was one of the hottest young stars scouts had ever seen. He was such a prodigious prep star that he was ranked number 1 in 2 separate high school classes. He was unanimously considered the number 1 player in the 2019 high school class before reclassifying up a year and earning the same honor with the 2018 group. But don't get it twisted, these honors were earned. Barrett played 3 years of high school basketball at Montverde Academy in Montverde, Florida, finishing his career with an 86-7 record. As a senior, Barrett averaged 28.7 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists per game, leading Montverde to a 35-0 record and national championship. Completing an unbeaten run is ridiculous and had him considered amongst the best coming into college. To match the elite praise he received from scouts, Barrett committed to one of the most elite college basketball programs, Duke. In his 1 season there, RJ was named the USA Today National Player of the Year after scoring 860 points, only trailing JJ Redick for most points in a season with 964. The 2018-19 Duke team looked hard to beat as Barrett, alongside the likes of Zion Williamson, Cam Reddish, and Trey Jones, entertained college basketball fans with high-octane plays. The hype around Barrett was real, or should I say, is real. At only 23 years old, the best is yet to come for who fans are now calling Maple Jordan. But that was only one asset that Toronto got in compensation for Anunoby. The other being Immanuel Quickley, who for so long has played the 6-man role in New York and played it well. After being held back for most of his career with the Knicks, it's now finally time for IQ to grow into his shoes and talk that talk. We saw flashes of the young guard's potential at the end of last season, when he dropped an almost 30-point triple-double in 2 of his last 3 games. Also, around the end of his tenure with the Knicks, Quickley made it known in an interview that he wanted to be the starting point guard, saying, "I don't want everyone to think I just want to be a microwave guy," he said. "I don't want to give that impression for my career, because eventually I want to be a starter down the line." Well, IQ got his chance to start in Toronto and hasn't looked back. Since joining, the young star has been a consistent contributor for the Raptors, logging multiple games of 20-plus points and even a few 10-plus assist outings as well. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic is fully in Quickley's corner and even talked about how he can become a player like Drew Holiday, saying he needs to eat a lot more.
Immanuel has talked about studying Drew Holiday. How can he get there? How does he get to...
He needs to eat a lot.
Quickley had high praise for his head coach also, as during a game against the Memphis Grizzlies, Darko left the young guard with some unexpected words. "He pulled me aside while the game was going on and said, 'You're not having fun. Have fun.' IQ said, 'I never really had a coach do that. He told me that. Then I started skipping. Quickley had a slightly different rise than his counterpart RJ Barrett, who was always viewed as the best. Attending the John Carroll Catholic School in Bel Air, IQ had a great senior year, averaging 20.8 points, 6.7 rebounds, 6.7 assists, and 3.7 steals per game, leading to him being a McDonald's All-American. Coming out of high school, Quickley was the 25th ranked prospect according to ESPN and chose to commit to Kentucky. His college career got off to a slow start, and in his freshman year, IQ only put up averages of around 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist, ultimately resulting in him making the decision to stay another year at Kentucky. It was in his second season that Quickley was able to elevate his game, finishing with averages of 16 points and 4 rebounds, including a career-high 30 points where he cashed in 8 three-pointers. Opting to enter the draft at the end of that season, the Kentucky prospect was taken with the 25th overall pick to the Thunder, who traded him off to New York in a package to move up to the 23rd pick. But while their time in the Big Apple was short and sweet, the young prodigies learned a lot and look extremely ready to take their games to the next level. Now the duo of Quickley and Barrett is tasked with leading a fresh-faced team behind Scotty Barnes to reestablish a presence in the North. As Toronto continues to offload players for picks and commit to the rebuild, the two youngsters must settle into their ever-changing surroundings and teammates. But that's made a lot easier by the fact that the pair came over together with a brother-like bond.
That is my brother right there. He's got my back.
When I got to New York, RJ was one of the first guys that I got close with, so just having a brother like RJ is great.
Funny enough, the pair had just finished traveling on one of the longest road trips throughout December with the New York Knicks. Happy to have the away games come to an end and head back home, the young stars received the news that they had been dealt to Toronto, who were also just about to embark on one of their longest road trips for the season. Talk about timing. By the end of the 6-game road trip for the Raptors, Quickley and Barrett would be exhausted and still had to settle into their new homes. But no matter the obstacles, the both of them have managed to get off to a flying start so far. And with the recent departure of Pascal Siakam, there will be even more offensive opportunities and responsibilities for the pair of them. Who will be moved next? Maybe Bruce Brown? Maybe Dennis Schroeder? Who knows? But there are going to be a lot of changes for Toronto in the near future, and Barrett and Quickley are going to be a major part of it. It's exciting times for the North, and I look forward to seeing how these two young stars grow into themselves as they push further towards their potential ceilings. If you like keeping up with basketball's young stars, then you'll love what we have in store for you. Join us next time as we look at more up-and-coming NBA Wonder Kids.